Right, I think let's get started. Everyone else that is still joining can join as we go through the introductions. So first, to introduce everyone, I am Francois. I am part of Menlo's technical team here in South Africa. Our main host for today is Michael from LONGi. He's a sales manager, and he will be taking us through the body of the presentation. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today. We will kick off with the presentation. And if you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to use the chat box to ask any questions. At the end of the webinar, we will take a look at all the questions, and then I or Michael will then answer your questions. Thank you very much, and please enjoy.
Hi, Francois. Thank you so much for the introduction. Welcome to our attendees. So just a quick introduction. My name is Michael Pillay. I'm the CNI sales manager for LONGi South Africa. We've got quite a bit to go through, so I'll go at a brisk pace. But again, as Francois indicated, please use the chat box if you have any questions. First off, can you guys hear and see me clearly? I'm assuming everybody can. Okay, so this presentation is basically going to cover two main areas. It's our X6 technology, our new HIMO X6 technology. All right, we're going to be delving into the anti-dust technology that we are using, as well as the double glass technology. But before we get into that, I'm just going to do a quick introduction to the company. And I hope you enjoy. So, against the backdrop of carbon neutrality and carbon peaking goals, right, the global energy structure is becoming more diverse, with the proportion of renewable energy continuously rising and electrification processes are advancing. Now, we did set a 2050 goal, and obviously that goal is coming to fruition. We are attempting to reach that as quickly as possible. So all resources on Earth, whether it's minerals, water, gas and oil, vegetation, it's very unevenly distributed and utilized. This is why, unfortunately, we have first world, second world, third world issues. The imbalance in resource distribution is a major obstacle in the path to freedom and equality for humanity. However, sunlight, unlike other energy sources, is the most selfless and accessible. Using sunlight to achieve freedom and equality for humanity is not just a nice concept, but it's a pursuit of LONGi, right? Let's move on. Now, the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals define a global vision and set priorities for 2030, creating unprecedented opportunities for promoting global sustainable development. To fully support these sustainable development goals, LONGi has strengthened its technological innovation capabilities and taken steps of incorporating this within the company's business values, all right, which are lead, innovate, green, harmonious, and trustworthy. So, over the past 2 decades, LONGi has consistently supplied its customers with high quality, efficient, economical, green, and renewable energy solutions. We've joined the global initiative of RE100, EV100, EP100, and we'll keep building towards achieving 100% in clean energy consumption. I'm not going to go into too much details around these 3 commitments. we will get further into that in the rest of the presentation. I'm going to give you a little bit of history about LONGi, just so you know where we're coming from. We were founded in 2000, all right? LONGi is committed to being the world's leading solar technology company, focusing on customer-driven value creation for full scenario energy transformation. Now, 1 second. Now, under our mission, which is to make the best of solar energy to build a green world, and our brand propositioning of being the most trusted, reliable solar company that blazes the trail for green technology, LONGi has dedicated itself to technology innovation, and we've established 5 business sectors covering monocrystalline silicon wafers, monocrystalline cell and monocrystalline cell modules, distributed photovoltaic solutions, and utility plant system solutions, as well as hydrogen energy equipment solutions. So essentially, we develop the technology for the cells, we manufacture the cells, we manufacture the wafers, we manufacture the panels, as well as all of the back-end technology and the basis for these panels moving into the future. Now, we've got a global network of over 30 different countries. Our operating income was 18 billion rand last year, with 1.5 billion rand net profit for shareholders. And we spend on average $1.090 million on R&D investment every year. Now, this is just a roadshow to show where we started off in 2000. In 2005, there was a formation of annual production capacity of 30 tons of silicon ingot, and you can see this at the beginning. In 2012, we got an A-share market listing. Right? So 2014, we were the world's #1 in production of monocrystalline silicon wafers, right? And that we obviously supplied to the rest of the market. In 2019, we were certified the low carbon footprint by Certi Solis to set another standard for ultra high efficiency modules. In 2020, we set a brand new industry standard with our M10 silicon wafers. In 2021, we established our hydrogen business unit. Okay. In 2023, we basically set a goal which said solar for all. So everyone should be able to benefit from clean technology. LONGi introduced the HIMO 6, the first module equipped with high efficiency HPBC cell technology. We'll go more into the types of cell technology further on into the presentation, because like I said, it's quite long. I'm going to try and move along quite quickly. LONGi gained meaningful insights into the deep-seated emotions and expectations of our users, upgraded the HIMO 6 to the HIMO X6. Now, the reason for this is different areas have different needs. Simply put, some areas have a lot of dust, some areas have a lot of humidity. Anybody who's installed in KZN knows you need a different type of panel to work more efficiently than you would a panel used in Limpopo, for example. All of you guys that are on this, a lot of you are installers, and you know what the on-the-ground impact is of having the wrong cell technology or the wrong panels. Now, another benefit for LONGi is our sound management and help with our finances. Over and above being a tier 1 module manufacturer, there's also something that another rating system. So you either AAA rated, AA rated, A rated, and then obviously you go all the way down to CC rated. Now, currently there are only 2 AAA rated solar companies. Obviously, one of them being us. How you are scored on this is basically your bankability, which is And bankability is made up of manufacturing, which is separately broken down into shipment, capacity, and your technology, and then as well as your financial health. So all five of these are looked at to give you your bankability rating. Okay. And these aren't ratings that are given by LONGi itself. These are third-party ratings that the industry has now looked at us and said, okay, we've taken into consideration all of these factors, and this is LONGi's rating. We have a global presence. We're based in the US, Europe, Africa, um, obviously Asia, Australia, South America. So we have quite a wide reach. Okay, so our Lighthouse factory has built over 30 digital use cases, all right, achieving a 43% increase in product quality reliability and an 84% reduction in product production and delivery cycle, and a 20% reduction in overall unit energy consumption at the base. And this has become a model of high quality development in the photovoltaic industry. We are very technology focused, so we've started using a lot of AI. This is in terms of making sure that the quality of our product, the quality of our production cycle, the materials that we use are not wasted, and all of this is going to create a higher efficiency module as well as lowering the cost of production so that we can pass on those savings to our clients. So just a quick performance overview from last year. We had 125 gigawatts of wafer shipments, 67 gigawatts of module shipments. Right? We had a wafer capacity of 170 gigawatts last year and a module capacity of 120 gigawatts. Our target for 2024 is quite aggressive. So we are targeting 135 gigawatts of wafer shipments. This means we are supplying 135 gigawatts of wafers to the rest of the solar market. They use our wafers to build their product. We're also looking at between 90 and 100 gigawatts of cell module shipments. We do have a capacity this year for 200 gigawatts of wafer production and 150 gigawatts of module production. These are some of our customers. So Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, you can see on the screen for yourself. Like we said, we have 150 plus in terms of global footprint and 5,000 global customers. This ranges from all the different markets: transport, logistics, storage, manufacturing, retail, residential. Yeah, so we are quite aggressive in terms of that. Some of our partners, we partner with Huawei, 3M, Sungrow, Nextrack. That's internationally. Locally as well, we partner with a lot of different people within South Africa. We're also associated with lots of different research institutes because we want the education, we want the technology field to recognize us for our achievements, which is why we partner with these research institutes so that we are monitored closely for our R&D investments and our R&D developments. LONGi's innovations are not just limited to technology. The company hopes to integrate into innovations and create an open collaborative platform. This is essentially a new way to connect with industrial partners, universities, research institutes, PV startups, as well as customers and colleagues. In an ecosystem, all elements come together in an active collaboration and interaction that enables us to design innovative solutions to drive the solar-led energy transformation. In the past 12 years, the cumulative R&D investment exceeds 3.8 million, all right, ranking first in the PV industry. So we're number one in terms of R&D development. That's our strongest point. And LONGi has obtained 2,879 patents. In 2023, we invested 1.9 million in research and development, accounting for 5% of our operating income, almost 6%. So some of the records we've achieved for ourselves. In 2019, we came out with the P-type perk cell, and we achieved 20.06% efficiency. In 2021, we launched our N-type TopCon cell, and we achieved 25.21. Then again in 2021, our P-type TopCon cell achieved 25.19. In 2022, we launched our HJT technology, which achieved 26.5%. And this year, we achieved 27.3% with our HJT silicon technology. We also achieved 34.6% with our crystalline silicon perovskite tandem solar cell efficiency. Now, obviously, this isn't available yet in the mass market, but our HJT technology is available now in mass production. In terms of testing, like I said, none of these figures I'm giving you are numbers that LONGi pulled up. We were evaluated by the industry, and some of the, for example, TUV Rhineland, all right, and PV Pavel. These are the scores that we achieved and the rating we achieved with these rating agencies. So practicing customer value first, optimize quality and performance throughout the life cycle of our products with leading technology and creative quality management, reducing the uncertainty during the life cycle period of your product. That is highly, highly important to us. So we look at life cycle quality runs through every product stage. So we have 6 dimensions of customer value, all right? We have stringent material selection. Now, a couple of years ago, there were issues in the industry where people were unsure of where the materials for producing the panels were coming from. So we've gone all the way back to that level of looking at where the mines are for the silicon, how is it mined, is it sustainable, and we monitor it from that, and we've been rated for that. Again, to go a little bit more in detail, so LONGi qualified suppliers, we look at the raw material suppliers. We have a quality system to monitor and manage how those raw materials are produced, so the process control and the product standards. Plus, LONGi approved our own internal quality systems, our own approved instrumentation, and our own approved inspection standards. So we have a very rigorous material introduction criteria. All raw materials come from LONGi qualified suppliers and a qualified production line. Raw material research capabilities, including performance analysis, failure analysis, forensic engineering standards, improvement or innovation. We have exclusive raw material centers with over 200 tests conducted for critical materials. Now, compared against more than 824 current industry standards, improved or innovated more than 30 standards in a year, and we keep ahead of the industry. Now, this covers your frame, your glass, your ribbon, your cell, your EVA, your backsheet. So everything that goes into the manufacturing of power panels. We have a comprehensive quality management system, and this is all centered around compliance. So your ISO 9001, your ISO 45001, your ISO 14001, as well as your IEC test standard 62941. So in terms of raw material, we have a 4-in-1 management system. So we standardize, seal samples, and test those samples against the qualification standards. We have exclusive testing centers, and we have 200 items that are tested in terms of those technical standards. In terms of manufacturing, we are about 90% automatic processing. We have 338 controlled processes, and 153 quality inspection processes. And all of this is standardized. Okay, all-round industry benchmarking to ensure top-tier quality standards. Reliability control. We have high-frequency monitoring covers every set of our bill of materials. We are industry leading in terms of reliability monitoring frequency, such as your PID, your LID, and your LETID. In terms of final inspection, we have 100% pre-offline confirmation in terms of your power EL, 100% warehouse pre-entry inspection, so your pallets and your labeling, 100% offline random inspection in terms of your visual, your power, and your EL. And then we have a 100% preloading inspection, so your flash tests, as well as your container inspections. So full scenario reliability in terms of safeguarding customer value. Now, our full scenario protection will establish differentiated reliability testing methods to ensure the product applicability under diverse scenarios and extreme weather. For example, comprehensive aging testing for complicated climate application. All right, so we do your HATC, which is your highly accelerated thermal cycling testing. Now, this is for climate conditions. Your damp heat or DH and UV aging, your TC plus UV aging, your UV plus TC plus HF sequence test, salt, mist, ammonia corrosion. I'm going to show you a video of the different types of testing that we do. Also cold conditioning and dry heat and HF sequence testing, your PID testing, performance at lower radiance, which is becoming more and more important, and your LEDID tests. We also do a hail test, a low temperature mechanical load test to see for cracking in our glass, wind tunnel pressure tests, as well as your fire resistance test. Tara, can I ask if we put up the video for testing?
Sure thing. Just let me know when you see the right thumbnail.
Guys, if I'm speaking too fast, put something in the chat, please.
Do you know if it's labeled with the 1 or a 0?
Yeah.
Is that the right one?
Yep.
Stop.
Thank you, Tara. So I know what a lot of you are thinking. You saw the pressure test and you're thinking, okay, fine, we can walk on our panels while we're installing them. Absolutely not. You cannot. Also, I'd like to bring to attention the hail test video. For me, that always catches my eye because I remember in Johannesburg, we had a massive, massive hailstorm late last year. And I have to say, we had, compared to the industry, we had almost no returns on damaged panels from that hailstorm, while other solar farms were completely devastated. And for me, that was quite an achievement. Taro, we seem to have gone back up to the beginning. 1 second. I just want to find where we stopped. Okay, cool. So if anybody has any questions about the video, also you can put that in the chat. So in terms of leading the industry with innovation, LONGi's technical innovations will quickly be transformed into large-scale advanced capacity and be promoted and applied on the client side. So this is promoting the continuous reduction of the cost of photovoltaic power. This is basically a history from where we started. So your monocrystalline in 2015, your PERC HIMO 1, which we released in 2016, then our bifacial PERC, which was the HIMO 2 in 2017, then your half-cut cells with our HIMO 3, which came on 2018. Then we standardized the M6 wafer with the HIMO 4 in 2019. We came out with the M10 wafer cell in 2020 in our HIMO 5, which is still being used a lot today. In 2021, we designed our lifecycle quality management system. In 2022, we came out with our HPBC cell technology, now HIMO X6. This last year, we came out with our HPDC cell, which was our HIMO 7. Right, that's also a bifacial dual junction cell technology. In 2024, we're coming out with our Ti-Ray Inside Plus HPBC technology, which is your HIMO X6 Max. Now, this breaks the limits again in terms of performance and durability. We will go deeper into the actual module brands. So we have 6 dimensional considerations and robust product introduction processes. All right, this is all customer value driven to provide the market with the best product for all scenario applications. So let's just run through that quickly. We've obviously got high optical utilization, so bifacial power generation. All right, it's innovative interconnected materials and zero shading on the front. Now, we also look at low degradation. So your LID, your light-induced degradation, for example, your LETD and your PID, gallium-doped hydrogen passivation. So that's your the type of cells, your HPBC and your HPDC cell technology. Sustainable supply guarantees in terms of your glass, your junction boxes, etc. High logistics compatibility. So it's easy to package and transport as well as handle our containers when they come to you, our pallets when they come to you. You know everything is safe and secure. Then we also look at high encapsulation density, so a high power output and high efficiency of our panels. Prudent electrical design, so we look at your current, your wire loss, safety, your voltage, your maximum design capacity of your panels. So our new high efficiency HPBC cells promotes a new technological revolution. I haven't discussed this much yet, but we're going to go deeper into the actual technology now. So your HPBC basically is a hydrogen passivation back contact panel. All right. This is an industry changer with better light absorption, better photoelectric conversion, and better electric transmission. Now, the cell itself, we have a 25.5% battery mass production efficiency. Okay. Now, this means that light absorption on this panel is much higher. We use a multi-layer anti-reflection film, and the absence of the front grid increases your light absorption. Then, in terms of photoelectric conversion, we have a tunnel oxide passivation front, multi-layer passivation, which reduces compound current and boosts your open circuit voltage. Then in terms of your electric conversion, your positive and negative electrodes ensure stable current transmission. Now we talk about the Tie-Ray inside. So Tie-Ray basically joins forces with your HBBC high efficiency technology. I think at this point, I just want to talk about our BC technology. I want you to think of our BC technology as a chassis of a car, for example. Now, what that means is that BC technology is the base, and everything else is placed on top of that. So as technology changes, and you'll see people are using N-type, P-type, HJT technology, but the base with us remains the same. The fact that it's a back contact uh, underlying all the other technology that's now stacked on top of it. So compared to your polycrystalline ingots, all right, the impurity content is very high on your standard polycrystalline cells. Your resistivity is generally 8 times higher, and your mechanical properties you're looking at between 60 and 80 MPa. Then with your conventional silicon, the impurity content is lower. The resistivity difference is about 4 times, and your mechanical properties are about more than 100. Right? Then we look at our Tie-Ray inside silicon. Your impurity content is low. It's less than 2 times in terms of your resistivity differences, and then more than 110 MPa for your mechanical properties. So you have lower degradation, lower risk of mismatching, better mechanical properties. Okay, so you're getting a better performance from your self-developed hybrid passivation. Your first year degradation, you're looking at, it used to be 1.5%, so we've managed to get that to 1%. Your temperature coefficient from 0.29 to 0.28. So that means your technology will operate a lot better even in higher temperature conditions. You've got a high concentration of resistance, so there's no frontal electrical potential gathering because our technology is back contact, and so that there is no frontal electric potential gathering there. All right, and your module efficiency is increased by 0.1% on your PID degradation optimization. So this is our more recent series. So our HIMO 5, which was the M10, this was designed for utility applications in increasing module efficiency by smart soldering. Now that smart soldering is what led us to also our BC technology. We'll go more into that now. Then our HIMO X6 was a high efficiency HPBC cell, which promoted new technology, which was a new technology revolution. And now our HIMO X6 Max uses the Tie-Ray inside plus hybrid passivation back contact cells. This was this continues to lead the development of global distribution PV industry. And then our HIMO 7, this is our high efficiency HPDC cell. All right, so it's an N-type cell, also with better power generation performance and product reliability. This is the new standard in terms of utility scale products, and the HIMO X6 Max will be our product for the DG market or distributed generation market. Like I said, the HIMO X6 and X6 Max are the world's first module platform tailored specifically for distributed generation users. So the X6 products are a new generation of module products based on high efficient HPBC cell technology. The HIMO X6 includes 4 series, right? So you've got your Scientist, your Explorer, your Guardian, and your Artist. Now, these complement a wide variety of application scenarios. So they're based on different environmental factors and different needs. The X6 Max takes over the core value of the normal X6, and it continues the excellent genes of HPBC cells and is equipped with the new LONGi Tie-Ray inside. So In 2022, we came out with the H6. It was aesthetic, it was efficient, reliable, and intelligent. It was the first exclusive module for distributed markets, with the HPBC cells. Then in 2023, we came out with the X6 Guardian with our anti-dust. Now, this was the pinnacle of technology for BC. Small dust accumulation has a significant impact on standard modules. So we came out with the anti-dust option, right? Then in 2024, now we're looking at the H6 Guardian with anti-humidity and anti-heat. So this has the back contact technology has a new encapsulation packaging process. And now 2024, our X6 Max, we're taking the Tyre inside and the HPBC cell. So all of the great things of the previous X6 and X6 Max are now being included with your Tyre inside on the new Hymo X6 Max. One. Okay, so like I said, you've got 4 choices in the X6 product family. Now you have your X6 Explorer, which is your standard classic choice. It's a monofacial. This works well in your CNI residential. Rooftop installations generally work well here. Then your Hymo X6 Scientist. This is ultimate efficiency, also monofacial, and you've got a higher yield on that. Your X6 Guardian. Now this is where things get very, very interesting. We've got anti-dust and anti-humidity and anti-heat. So I'll delve deeper into the anti-dust and anti-humidity and heat further in the packaging, in the presentation, but I just want you to keep that in mind. Now your X6 Artist, this is ultra black and ultra aesthetic. Use case is a lot of our upper end residential market complexes where aesthetics are vitally important. So people didn't like silver panels with silver frames, and so this actually changes color. We'll go deeper into that as well. Now the Explorer, it's a classic, but with the revolutionary changes, all right? Using our high efficiency HPBC cell technology, it's the latest generation of photovoltaic modules that match high efficiency and aesthetics for distributed generation and rooftop applications. The Explorer offers optimal power generation performance to meet the needs of most customers, from residential to your commercial. The Scientist, like I said, achieves a maximum efficiency of 23.2% in mass production. The series has an ultra high production efficiency, enables customers to confidently install power plants in their production facilities and areas to meet their energy saving and carbon reduction goals for at least 25 years. Your Guardian, like I said, comes with your anti-dust as well as your anti-heat and anti-damp products. I want you to take note of this little swimming pool that looks like a solar panel, and there's water leading over the edge. It gives you a little bit of a clue to this product. So like I said, your Guardian also comes in anti-humidity and anti-heat. Now, when you build it, unfortunately, ESCOM tie-in points are becoming fewer and far between in optimal areas. We're going to have to start building solar plants in areas that are not as efficient as others. For example, customers in KZN, low light conditions, cloudy conditions, humidity, and very hot conditions. It doesn't make sense. Something that's supposed to generate power from light doesn't operate well in a hot area. So we've looked at that and we've designed something that now works better in these types of areas, and we'll dive deeper into the technology as well now. And like I said, this is your Artist, the Ultra Black. Okay, it's a super black panel. It's a masterpiece for the discerning home. and being a fusion of superior aesthetics and generation technology. All right. So again, you move this into your lifestyle complexes, your high-end markets, where aesthetics is vitally important to these customers. Okay, so this is your Hymo X6 Max, your grand debut. Now, this is based on Tie-Ray Inside. It's exclusive PV modules for the global distributed PV market. Now, the new technology, like I said, is the Tie-Ray Inside with your HBBC cell. We have a new size, so your M11. It's become an industry standard. All right, we'll also delve into this new sizing in a few minutes. And again, you've got your new product with your 4 series. So your Explorer, your Scientist, your Guardian anti-dust, and then your Guardian anti-humidity and heat. Now, I want us to go back to the size of the cell. In the industry, we've now gone to a rectangular cell, half-cut cell in some cases, all right? And that is now 2382 by 1134 millimeters on the 72 cell. And the 54 cell, obviously 1800 by 1134. Okay. On the Explorer, our new annual degradation is 1% in the first year and then 0.4% in the years thereafter. Okay. In terms of power, we're coming on your 72 cell from 605 to 615 watts. And then on your 54 cell, it'll be 455 to 464 watts. Your temperature coefficient on this is 0.28% per degree. So what that means is you will lose less power in hotter conditions. The dimensions stay the same for both the Explorer and the Scientist, as well as the Guardian series. So this is a new standardized measurement system for our panels, and a couple of other manufacturers have joined us in standardizing the size to make it easier for you guys to install the product more efficiently. And also, going into the future, we're not going to change that size so that it's easier if you need to replace panels in 5 years, 10 years. It's a standardized sizing system. Our Hymo 7 is a new generation module, but this is more on the utility scale. We're not going to really look at that now. Our Hymo 5, that's one of our older panels, but it's still being utilized and generating efficiently all over the world, and especially well here in South Africa. Can I ask, can we put up the anti-dust video? Let's get into that quickly. We've got 15 minutes left. Okay, great. Thank you for that. Let's just talk about that. What we've done is we have removed the lip on one of the short sides of the panel. So basically, the frame and the glass are in line with one another. Let me get a picture up of this. So basically, your short frame has now been leveled out. So what happens is no water collects on that panel, and the dust is able to be washed off. Now, for customers who are targeting PPAs, for example, or rental models where you're selling the electricity to the clients, this reduces the cost of maintenance. Your O&M costs are substantially reduced, as well as your production is much, much higher. Now, you all know what happens when dust settles on a panel. You get your hotspots, inefficiencies, and that is a major, major, major problem. So right now, we are the only company to offer this anti-dust module on a commercial scale. And all of our technology eventually will support this anti-dust module. So it's got a special film, as well as the short side of the panel, or the short rail, is in line with the glass to allow water to flow off that panel more effectively. This also helps in terms of water penetration or moisture penetration into the cells. I'm sure all of you have experienced rainbow patterning on cells. It's because water has penetrated those cells and you've got that rainbow patterning, which is basically corrosion in the cell itself. And our new technology, our new encapsulation, our double glass technology targets that to ensure we have much, much less water integration into those cells, as well as fewer hotspots because of the anti-dust. One second, I just want to find where we stopped. So the rest of the slides basically go through use cases where we've installed some of these products. So we've got Hungary. This is an installation in Japan. This is a 7.2 megawatt plant in China, right? And this is something of our residential installations. This was 8.36 kilowatt system. So our product works across the market. So whether it's large CNI, right down to your residential users. I think for now that's let's get into the Q&A. So I'm sure people have questions. Let's jump into that. Fenwell, I'm happy to give you a presentation that you can use.
Thank you for the presentation, Michael. Yes, if there's any questions, please do not hesitate to send them in the chat box. We will happily answer them. We're just going to quickly go through the Menlo presentation on my side, just to give everyone who's new here an introduction to who's Menlo, what do we do, etc. Of course, if you have any questions about the presentation that was just done, don't hesitate to ask them. Michael would answer them. And if you have any questions on this presentation, then we'll do now, same story. And of course, if you do have any questions at a later stage, do not hesitate to reach out to us and we will happily assist. So just who are we at Menlo? We are a leading solar distributor of modules, inverters, batteries, and the accessories that goes with them, serving over 300 clients in over 40 countries every month. We work directly with leading manufacturers such as um, LONGi Solar, as we see ourselves in the presentation here today, and of course many others. As much as we are an international PV distributor, we of course do have a local team here. So everything is done locally here. Your sales representative is local. Your technical team, of course, is local, such as myself here. And then same goes for all things logistics and finances and so on. It is all handled locally. So you do have the local expertise. Then when it comes to Menlo product selection, I'm sure we all uh, saw what type of products and what LONGi offers. When it comes to product selection, it is no small feat. We do pay close attention to who we decide to partner with to sell their products. We want the best product, not only for us, but for you as a customer, that you know you can use it, you can trust it. And we all know solar installations is not like buying a new phone or buying something that comes and goes quickly. It's in long-term investment. Residential, you want it lasting for many years. Commercially, utility-wise, you want it to last for many, many more years. So we choose the best products for those scenarios to ensure that they last as long as you expect them to last. And, unfortunately, things do go wrong. But the most important thing is when they do go wrong, you have chosen the product that will support you throughout it and make sure that your site gets up and running as quickly as possible, whether it's maybe a battery that's faulty or an inverter or whatever the case is. So as we said, quality and reliability, technological innovations. I don't think I need to say anything more of what's already been said by Michael on how their panels have such great innovation with the anti-dust and all the other technologies as well. And then, of course, a good market reputation. Then, of course, with this, logistics is also a very important thing. So we here in South Africa service the southern part of Africa, so all the SADC countries as well. Then, of course, we are spread throughout Europe and the Middle East. So regardless of where your components are required, we can assist you. So if you have an installation in Botswana or Zimbabwe, for example, we can happily assist you getting those products to your site and ensuring you have them in a timely manner and you can carry on with your projects. So we at Menlo are a rapid growing company. We have done over 900 megawatts of equipment in 2023, over 40 markets, over 11,000 orders completed in 2023, over 15 logistic hubs. So just one thing I forgot to mention on the previous slide, especially in South Africa, is we have 3 warehouse locations in South Africa. So we have one in Gauteng, one in Durban, and one in the Western Cape. So of course we can service most areas, all areas rather, in South Africa through these 3 logistics hubs. But of course, if you need any more information on that, do not hesitate to contact us. Over 75 megawatts of PV components shipped monthly and 170 plus members in our team. So, of course, we've got an international team. And as we said on the earlier slides, we do have a local team servicing all our customers here locally in South Africa and Southern Africa. So we are not only a solar business, we have a CSR collective called Solar to Share Collective, where it is a charity to donate free PV installations to healthcare, educational, and other institutes that require it. So we have done 15 solar installations in 7 different countries, 395 kilowatts of installed capacity, 10 partners supporting these projects, over 1,000 panels installed, 12,000 tons of CO2 saved, and a 50% reduction in energy cost. So we are constantly looking at these projects and constantly looking at partners to do these projects with. So if you're interested in joining this Solar to Share collective, please do not hesitate to contact the email address that is on your screen, and we will happily share more information with you. Then to dive in a bit more on our product offering. So on the inverter and battery side, we have our residential and then commercial and upwards ranges of offerings. So on the residential side, we offer 6 to 10 kilowatt single phase offerings, and then 12 to 30 kilowatt three-phase offerings. Of course, if you do have a residential scenario where you do require more than 30 kilowatts, of course, we can accommodate that. All our products are high voltage and plug and play, so it's easier for installation and better efficiency. We all know that when you deal with traditional 48-volt systems, you have very thick battery cables because you have very high currents. We know high currents lead to to heat, and then heat leads to energy losses. So these systems we sell are very efficient, using lower current but higher voltage, like you would find in a commercial setting. Then on the commercial inverter range, we have 30 kilowatts and upwards of three-phase offerings, and then CNI and utility as you require. Of course, if you require a megawatt system, then we do offer those different settings or solutions depending on what you require. Then on the panel range, we just had the presentation from Michael on what LONGi has to offer. Of course, these panels are in stock. If you're interested, please do not hesitate to contact your salesperson, and they will happily provide you with more information. On the PV cable side, we offer 6 millimeter squared approved PV cable. So this is approved to be used, of course, outdoors with high voltage. It is PV treated, and it is tinned copper conductors, and they are available in both black and red. And then, of course, solar panel ranges from 460 upwards, P-type and N-type, monofacial and bifacial. Once again, for more information, do not hesitate to contact the sales representatives. Then Menlo Academy. Menlo Academy is our training sessions that we offer, like the one you find yourself in today. We do not have anything planned as of in the next coming weeks, but the events do show on our website. So if you're interested in what will be coming next, please pay a visit to our website and just go to the Menlo Academy tab, and you will see what is up next. Of course, all these videos and past videos are recorded. So if there is something that you have missed that you would like to take a look at, please go take a look at our YouTube channel, and you will find all of our historic videos there, and you can take a look at which ones you are interested in. And that it is it from my side. Once again, thank you very much for joining us today. Michael, once again, thank you for joining us and giving us that informative presentation. I see there has been some questions that have popped through. I would like to receive this presentation. So these presentations will be made available. And I think we can email this to you directly as well. And then I think, Michael, there's been some questions I think that you would like to answer now.
Yeah, let me just quickly run through a couple additional slides here. It'll take a minute or two, just to answer some of the questions. So in terms of phasing out of modules, look, what's happening is that module efficiency is getting higher with production. So with the same frame size, we are able to generate more power with a higher efficiency cell. So if you want a 400 watt panel, that's going to be 5-year-old technology in the same frame size. So what this means is that from a design perspective, your 400 to 500 watt range, even though I'm using the same module frame size, I'm getting a higher efficiency and able to produce 600 watts. This does not mean that you won't be able to get the 400 watt module. It just means from a production scenario for us, the technology is becoming more and more effective. We do hold older stock. So if you've got a solar plant that you built with 440 watt panels, we still have stock of those panels if you need replacements. But as you're selling and designing in the future, you'll use the same size panel with a higher efficiency. I hope that answers your question. Then this is basically a breakdown of the panel itself and the double glass that we were talking about. So you've got your front glass, all right, with your adhesive film. Then it's your cell, another adhesive film, and then your back glass. And using this type of sandwiched layer method and encapsulating this whole thing means that water integration is a lot less. So your moisture getting into your cell, it's highly reduced. So if we look at this picture right here, you can see we have a higher water resistance encapsulation. So the space in between the cells is a lot less. So moisture cannot get in as easily as it's done under normal encapsulation methods. So this large crystal spacing allows for water vapor infiltration, whereas the small crystal spacing makes it difficult for water vapor to access the cell itself. In terms of the adhesive film, normally panels use EVA on one side, and then your other adhesive film is POE. So what we've done is we've put EVA on both sides, and this also assists in this upgrade of adhesive film reduces the water vapor access into the cell itself. I'll also share this presentation with you guys. I think it's important when you're presenting to your customers that you understand the technology better. So I will share this these slides with you guys so you have better understanding of it. Are there any other new questions? Warwick, does that answer your question about the cell size and the 500 watt panels and 600 watt panels being phased out? Okay, you're happy? All of our panels now will have the double glass. Fenwell, are you comfortable? And in terms of the anti-dust, basically it's the removal of the short frame as well as the film that's used on top of the glass.
Yes, I'm very comfortable.
Okay, 100%. Guys, my details are in the chat. Please save them. For your large-scale projects, we will assist you. We can provide technical assistance, design assistance. We will work directly with your Menlo salesperson to ensure you're getting the best product. Okay, so you're welcome to reach out to us at any time to provide whatever assistance you may need. From my side,
thank you very much for that, Michael. Sorry. No, thank you very much, Michael. don't see any more questions, but Michael has shared his information there. So, of course, if you do have anything at a later stage, don't hesitate to reach out to either one of us, to Michael or to us at Menlo, and we will happily assist you. If there's no further questions, once again, thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. And I wish everyone many, many happy sun hours for lots and lots of solar generation.
Francois, thank you so much for the warm welcome. I appreciate it and giving me this time to present. I want to thank Menlo again. We really appreciate your support. It means a great deal to us.
Thank you, everyone, and have a lovely day further.
Cheers. Bye.